And here we are again, ladies and gentlemen, back after this break here at the second division of the Elite Series League of Legends. And of course, still and always, we have here the beautiful, the one, the only QG at my side.
Hello. I hope they
Hello.
are not two. Else we're gonna have a problem.
What?
I hope there are not two QGs anywhere in the world.
Well, if there is, let him know so he can chase him and do horrible things to that person to reclaim back his name. But yeah.
To claim back the throne.
The throne of the QG.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're back here for the next League of Legends match, which is Once Upon a Team against Reapers. And talking about Once Upon a Team, we have a thing going on with them and with Dynasty, because as you very well know, we are currently gathering funds to give over to ABAP, a non-governmental charity, I forgot the word, based in Turkey, which is helping people who were hit by or affected in some way by the earthquakes which took place there as well as in Syria. So yeah, definitely do donate to that cause either through the PayPal we've set up for that, or immediately to the organization if you prefer to do it that way. It's always cool to help people out. You'll see it will make you feel good. So yeah, and talking about what still, because this time around, back to the matchup, I mean, talking about what, not the energy type. Anyways, they're playing against Reapers, which
What?
Reapers are
I didn't understand your joke. What?
It was really badly formulated. It was a play on what the SI unit of power, used in physics, the W.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Ah. Okay. I
Uh,
was like, what? I didn't have that much physics, so you threw me out there.
I'm pretty sure you've used the
Yeah, I know
unit of
what
measure
is.
watts though. But yeah, they're playing against Reapers, which are defending their spots currently. They're at the 4th spot. Any lose they take means that any other team under them gets closer to them, which they don't want, because you've mentioned it earlier, they want to keep that 4th spot.
Yeah, who doesn't? The 4th spot takes you closer to the top 3 at the moment. And you will go to the playoffs later, and you can also stay in the Elite Series for another split. The Reapers and Pertinax are pretty close, so Once Upon a Team will have some problems to get out of the bottom of the list, but it's not possible.
Yes.
They can still do a reverse sweep.
Yep.
They still have 7 games to play.
Yes, it's
to
still
reverse.
not impossible and not too late. It is it would be very hard for them indeed to still take one of the top 3 spots. I mean, get back at Omar Rift or Dynasty's level. But I mean, getting back into the bunch of in the middle of the pack, getting in the middle of the fray, so to say, is still very much possible for them. So yeah, I mean, all the strength to them to take a win after these already 7 game days against Reapers, maybe today. And if it's not today, there's always a next time to take a win. But yeah, should be still a very interesting match, I believe. There's no game up to now where I've been. This wasn't that interesting of a match. We've had banger matches from start to up to now, So I sure hope that continues.
Yeah, Rift Sloths showed again what they could do to the whole league. Good early game. Leal really had his team on his back. He saved 2 or 3 times. He saved people from dying. Therefore, they got ahead. Adverse couldn't come back from these savers. It wasn't really worth because they died and they got nothing. So therefore, I think Leal played really well here. His rotations were really good. He was always there where he was needed. That's something that you have to keep in mind. If you're one legend up, you're stronger. It's always a 2v3 then, or a 1v2, and therefore you're stronger because you have more damage, you have more health, whatever, and then you still are going to win that. You know, you win fights because
Yeah.
you're more people, and therefore you have to actually be
there when
there,
it
and
counts.
he did it. I don't know how he did it, but his rotations were. He was bot side when he's needed. He was top side when he's needed. He was mid side when he mid on the mid lane when he was needed, and that was a really good job. And therefore, yeah.
Yeah, and especially in as a jungler, it's always important to be there when needed to help your teammates, and it's such an impressive work to be able to do that, because it's always a matter of seconds. It's if you get your clear just a little bit faster one time and the next time as well, you're going to be able to accumulate all of these little time steps where you're faster to be able to move more freely around the map and be there when it counts. And that really shows what a great jungler Leao actually currently is, giving us a banger gameplay. But we're in for some other banger matchup now, as Once Upon a Team versus Reapers Gaming Champ Select has started.
Yeah, Reapers really want to get that win in their pocket to be again top 4. Yeah, and Once Upon a Team, they're still waiting for a win. They are really trying some strats here and there. They couldn't come back from the weak pause that we had, and therefore they're actually playing. And there's Annie banned again because she's almost broken, you can say. She's one of the strongest champions. At the moment, really high burst, good defensives, good movement.
Yes.
Kali has, but yeah. And then there's Lolo's Karma banned. I think he can't play Karma anymore. He won't do it. And there's the Maokai who was last. The Sejuani is still open. Elise is also open if you want to play Elise. Also very good champion at the moment. Also Jarvan, also really good. Got buffed this patch, so he's still very tanky, I could say, and does a lot of damage.
And always does his purpose. I mean, he's always got the engage that's almost a failsafe, and always got the hindrance in his ultimate. Oh, you should like that.
Me?
Yeah. You're always fawning about Vi picks.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, well, Vi is pretty strong at the moment. The Radiant Switch really plays into her hands. A CV also helps about that. I really like the champion design. You go in, you punch people, and you get shields, and you go out maybe, or you die. But now she's really. You have 2 different build paths, I could say. You have the champ punk chain sword that is not that good anymore. If you don't have, if the enemy team doesn't have constant healing, therefore you go for the Black Cleaver. It gives you more ability haste, what you need for your Q and your E and your ult, and yeah, but she's not the strongest at the moment because if you miss your Q, you're dead. And there's Alistar who counters Sivir, so this will be a very strong lane for Once Upon a Team, the Caitlyn and the Alistar. And Reapers are going for even more range. Senna's not buffed in this patch, it's buffed next patch, so maybe they still want to try out, but they go for the Soraka here.
Okay.
Enchanters against the... Yeah, that's a... Well, you can counter with the mute field, it's very good to... You can't do anything if you mute it, so just put it under. The real MJ here, if Emil does it right, and there is on ban for the second engage. They already have 2 frontliners, or 2 engages. Orn is really good when you have engage, because he can be the second one who does the horn, the own horn, and then we have Silas banned. Also for Lolo, also very good pick here. Yes, some good ults, yes.
Yes, you have the Alistar ult, which is already frightening in its own on the Silas. Silas is already so hard to kill if he's got just some little bit of AP and tankiness. But you give him an Alistar ult, and you just don't kill him. Absolutely terrifying. And
there's Syndra, who fits really well as a second damage threat here. Can also burst. Soraka. She gets stunned, she's
done for.
Dead.
Did meet. No more ambulance. Oh, we have another ambulance this time around, but this time a real ambulance. Not just whatever type of ambulance a Draven is.
not the life stealing, not vampiric, but a healing ambulance. You know.
Good kind of ambulance, the one you like to see.
And there's the Darius again. A lot of AD threat from the Reapers. Also, well, yes, also true damage, but still. Very good with Sivir, who wants to go in. So that's fine.
Yes, does like all of that speed buff he can get from that Sivir. And leaving the last pick for the mid lane. Which, it's not something you
Wait,
you
it
see
could
that
be
often.
AP Alistar. No. I don't want to play AP Alistar.
Man, they're no fun. Yes, and answering with Sion to that Darius. So, yeah. Does have rather good tools to go up against him. Always.
And there's Ryze also.
I really like Ryze.
You like Ryze?
Yeah, like the
brown or white?
White or brown, whichever. All kinds of Ryze. All of the Ryzes. Whether it's cleaned or not first, whether it's just boiled or fried afterwards, or all kinds of Ryzes.
Yeah, I like the blue Ryze. That's pretty strong.
I wouldn't eat that one though. It seems very...
No, I wouldn't eat Ryze too. He has a great beard and a bald head. Maybe I can cosplay Ryze someday. Who knows?
Well, actually,
some muscles and some runes.
Actually, I would see that. Go on. Next
where
LGX.
Where the memers in the chat who already photoshopped me into Ryze.
But yeah, actually we had... I was gonna say, now we still have the lineups in front of us, and we just talked about Ryze, but he's gonna be playing against Cassiopeia, which Reapers left for the last pick here. Ryze versus Cassiopeia. What's your take on that?
Well, if you... Oh, he can't port away if you're in the W of Cassiopeia. That's pretty funny. Because it's grounded and you can't move. So if you do it at the end of the duration, you won't be teleported away. Therefore, that's also really good.
Yes, and that's definitely pretty good for them. Maybe also part of why they wanted to pick that up. I mean, disallowing Rice to use his ultimate is a bit scary for the Rice.
Yeah, it's also good for roaming. Also, the Cassiopeia should win the 1v1 if Rice doesn't burst her in the first 2 seconds of the fight. Then she is not that strong anymore. But it really is good for Cassiopeia to have Deceiver. If you engage and you survive the first few seconds of the fight, you can kite back with Cassiopeia, you can kite back with Seaver. Soraka helps you too, therefore.
I mean, they definitely have a lot of mobility in a running sense with that Sivir. Helps, I believe, pretty much everyone in their kit. I mean, you've already mentioned Darius. He does benefit from that Cassiopeia right now too. Soraka as well, being able to run faster to go to your next healing person in need. And well, Vi is always happy to be able to run fast after people to punch them. But yeah, here we are in game, ladies and gentlemen. Once Upon a Team on the blue side going up against Reapers Gaming on the red side. So both teams are lining up in a more or less classical way. No funky shenanigans going on this time around. As it was last game, so I don't know why I said this time around, but... I guess still and always.
Yeah, but Cassio wins. She got 18 stacks on the tier.
Yes, there was some exchanges going on. And I think with that, Cassiopeia should be able to just snowball that lane.
With the 18 mana she got, yes.
Reaper's bot lane setting up small trap here to get some poke in on Toto. Early free poke. Oh god damn. The damage.
Q misses.
On those boomerangs.
What skin is that? She looks like a cleaning lady.
I think it's those like what is it? Cupcakes stuff related.
She
things.
looks like a cleaning lady. Is that Cupcake?
But it's like Cupcake Maids or something.
Oh my god! It's the cafe.
Yeah,
one,
Cafe
right?
Maid.
Cute cafe or something. But yeah, she looks like a cleaning lady. What a skin. She even has a croissant, dude. It's not bananas, we are shooting with croissants.
That goes too far from the champion identity, in my opinion.
Yes.
Unrecognizable.
Who that? A cleaning lady with a croissant. Yeah, well, these skins these days.
All matters of skins. And mid lane going really well for Lola now as he puts a lot of damage onto Spinto. Is able to retreat back to the turret just in time as Neeko comes in, dissuading Lola from pushing any further. And yeah, that's really good timing from the jungler. King Raptors, if Lola were to look for some trouble, he would end up in trouble, that's for sure.
Some stable. She's really shooting out croissants.
It's a new era, man.
These skins these days.
To be fair, croissants, bananas, pretty much the same. One thing it's just more yellowish, the other is more like beige-ish. I just had the most disturbing idea. They should make shoot toenails. I don't know why I had that idea. Really disturbing. But oh well, League of Legends, ladies and gentlemen. As we have a wood shop on the top lane. Now that's a very good skin I can get behind. Oh, we go in for the dunk here on the top lane as Wind Proxys goes because Trinket is just there to help him out if need be, and they do get that first blood on the top lane.
Yeah, poor Sion.
Yes. We'll use TP back up. We have the engage on the bot lane from Toto onto Amiel, but the real MJ is in range to do some serious damage to Asuka. Starting to be a bit out of mana, however, on that Sivir. And we go in again on sides of Toto. We hit the stun, but the flash is first.
Yeah, Alistar has a pretty good laning sustain. When 7 minions die, you get a 5% heal, and your teammates get 6% of your max health as a heal. Therefore, every second wave, there is a heal that's coming, and there you have
flash
the,
in the mid
nice
lane.
Flash from Trinket.
Yes, and that way Lolo picks up the kill on Spinto. Him in the head of a lane where he was already rather comfortable, to be fair. Yeah, less action than the last few games in this early game. First Drake has spawned there. Junglers might start to be looking for it. And Neeko is here on the bot lane. Maybe looking for an engage. Can't dilly-dally too long there though. Also file behind from the enemy jungler. Who's already had, mind you, 2 successful ganks. One on top lane, one on mid lane. And while the one on top lane was able to give Wind, as we can see there, the upper hand, he forced his enemy Erendil to use ultimate to run away. Erendil, who's by the way subbing in for one. Here we have the gang on the bot lane indeed, as Real MJ is forced to go towards the river. Trinket is just in time. Season deserves on the enemy A to carry Asuka, who is able to flash over the wall, but we get the kill on Toto as Lola is coming in from the mid lane. Spinto now very low, has to be careful, is maybe gonna survive this. Oh yeah, with a small line of HP, but the Reapers are not gonna let him flee, as the Real MJ does look for the angle for the boomerang, but he's only too far away.
Yeah, the Cassiopeia was faster than Spinto on the bot side, and you have a Lolo also hitting these Qs and Es, and Neeko has to flash. And you will see that the top lane is being pushed in, bot lane is being pushed in. Trinket, who really is on the sides where he is needed.
Yes,
And,
definitely.
Also Cassiopeia, Lolo, who got some kills, and therefore he is going to scale pretty good.
Yes, and all of this together puts Reapers on in a rather comfortable, comfortably growing lead here. Especially concentrating on Lolo, who has indeed those 2 kills, is well ahead in terms of CS. Also on the top lane, with 1 kill, also a comfortable CS lead. And slowly but surely, Reapers is taking the control of this game for themselves. What is once What is what in answer to that? We'll see that.
Well,
Every
it's
other-
hard for Erendil to play against the Darius as a Scion. You're so tanky and slow that he can just stack a passive on you and
Mhm.
kill you. And oh, the flash misses from Toto.
Yes.
But he has Hackstash flash, so it will be not that big of a problem if he engages from bush. The first dragon is going to be taken here from the Reapers, and I think Wind is going to fight against Erendil if he's not ulting out, and he is flash.
Oh, we flash to stop the ultimate to get the damage out here. We have the 5 stacks. As you said, he can't do very much, and that should be the kill.
And
Going
he's,
to win.
I will not be dunked. He saves the dunk for another time. He's going
Another
to
day,
get
another
it.
dunk, as they say.
Dunk Master Darius is also one of my favorite skins because he has the different dunk animations. But I don't like the bleeding effect. These burning bolts, basketballs. It's a really good skin.
Yes, it's really good. I was just trying to remember the lyrics to the Slam Dunk song. But I just know that it goes, "Come on, slam" at some point. But so I was really quiet thinking about
Get it
that.
up and come to slam now or something. Wasn't that in the Looney Tunes movie?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's called Slam Dunk. I believe. No, it's
Yeah,
manga.
the song, yes.
What's the
But it
Looney
was
Tunes?
in the the Looney Tunes movie is called not Slam
It's
Dunk.
Jam.
Space Jam, yeah. There was Space Jam 2. But I didn't see it.
But, oh well.
Yeah, the game is... Well, Reapers are very far ahead. They're 3k already ahead in 11 minutes. Got some platings. If Lolo gets the Rift Herald mid now, maybe he dies.
Maybe he gets a death sentence here from Neku, who comes in with the Clad, dealing a lot of damage. Falling in,
heal!
but Lola gets the return kill on the enemy. Journala, whoever Splinter, is able to finish off the Snake and get some juicy money in his own pocket. However,
So-
this shutdown they got on Lolo was or did enable Watt to kind of hinder the lead. I mean, the lead of Reapers, which shrunk a tad bit. Still is very sizable, especially now that Harold is going to take that first turret. All those efforts are denied. But yeah, that lead is growing for the Reapers. Slowly but surely.
Have some problems here. Again, the moving yeah, and it's
Yes.
gone.
He always has to look for the right angle so it doesn't stop him.
Yeah, and I like it when he's screaming coward and then just runs out.
Yeah.
It's the best thing about Sion.
It's self-description, self-portrait.
Well, yes.
Ooh, some action on the middle as Trinket goes over to Splinter, sees Enders, goes out. A lot of damage goes out, but now it's Lolo who is aggressed by Neku, but the situation turns around as Splinter is killed. Toto now under the turret still dies to the hands of Trinket. Situation
Yeah,
goes
and
sour.
the Cassiopeia already out damages the Rise. So
Yes. Lolo now standing at 4-1, still with his 15 CS gold or CS lead. Yeah, I mean this game is going really well for the mid laner Reapers, as well as for their top laner Wind, who's just in all ease of mind pushing a turret.
he also goes Trinity Force, so he can stick on the target better. Yeah, maybe Arendelle gets a kill here, but
Isn't able to catch him. Because while the
oh,
Trinket's already
Toto.
passed. Pluto here catching Trinket, maybe.
Toto is
Has to
dead.
be careful because now he's in the middle of winning Trinket. Leaves Arendelle hanging there. But he does well because Amiel wasn't too far to help out his teammates.
Yeah. This game is the engage from Arendelle.
There we go. So you win now.
Top.
Let's go on the third, but Neko is there with Toto, and we do go in, hitting all of the CC, and he's in place. We have this rocket race coming in to heal a bit, but it's not enough as a shutdown goes to Neko.
Yeah, and Lolo does what he wants with Spinto. The more stacks Lolo gets from the Rod of Ages, the more damage Lolo will do to him.
We are getting that shutdown. We've had too many repercussions. Of course, now Trinket knows nobody's there to stop him from taking that second Drake for Reapers Gaming. And so he does.
And if you see the bottom side of the map, it's all warded.
Yes. Once upon a team sticking together as they should. Very fortunate to use that one, but move through the ward. Try to I think they want to go for the gang on win, but he does see it coming with that ward in the river. However, Herald is about to spawn too, and that could be an interesting objective for Wad, as they could well, reap the rewards of the objective bounty plus have well, eventually the Herald, which is really good for them because it could help them get a turret. But Reapers is there before them. They can't really stop it. They might get a catch here, however, on Amiel was forced to flash and use everything to run away. And TP also coming in from Lolo, so the situation quickly changes. They still go for that kill on Amiel, but now it's Neko who has to be careful because he gets seized and desist from Tinket has died. Oh. Lolo coming in with a beautiful petrifying gaze, putting a lot of damage on Toto, who is trying to win some time for Eska, who is playing the turret.
Going. Yeah, and Eska has to maybe flash over the... Nope.
And that's not a situation I'd want to be in.
He just gave up.
Yes.
Flashing wasn't worth it. Ying wasn't possible. Therefore, just gave up and knew he was dead. And it will be the second Rift Herald for the Reapers. We're playing very strong in this game. Lolo is really doing a lot of work. This game, Cassiopeia really pays out.
Absolutely.
And now when you have your Seraph Embrace completed and stacked, you will deal even more damage, get the shield, so... I think Seraph Embrace is the shield bow for mages. If you drop under a certain threshold, you will get a big shield.
Oh, here comes Wind, and I don't think Spinto is going to be able to flee from.
No, it just pulls him and then
Yep.
he's gone. And he
done.
doesn't even need to ult.
I don't remember him ulting actually this game, but I'm pretty sure he did. But
Yeah, he ulted Spinto under the tower when the fight was happening previously because they had a 1v1.
right.
But we didn't see him ulting because it wasn't on screen.
Thanks, Director Cam.
Yeah, but the team fight is even more important than the directed camp. And he's
no.
also shredding turrets with the Triforce.
Yes, I mean, Wind is just having the time of his life there. He's just chilling top lane. Nobody can stop him. When he arrives at the turret, he shreds it for a bit. Someone comes, okay, goes away, takes a camp. Yeah, chill life there. Oh yeah, here's a Cyan. I'll just attack him, and now he can't do anything once I have my 5 stacks. Look at this. Doop-de-doop. Oh, actually, other people are coming, so the situation might change this time around. He has to be careful because Toto
Yeah, but not for
Neeko are
Spinto.
there. However, yeah, Spinto alone on the bot lane is going to get tower dive by Lolo and Trinket. And yeah,
He
there we
ulted!
can see that he gets a lot of damage. Still might get the kill on Neeko.
Ah, it was a swag flag that killed Wind. The swag flag killing people is always a very satisfying thing to do with Jarvan.
And yeah, meanwhile, on the bot side, we have a Herald, which is destroying everything. The world is really burning and falling apart right now for Once Upon a Team, as they are really getting pushed back more and more by the Reapers, which now that they do have a firm grasp on the game, are deciding to set the pace.
And the Cloud Dragon is also very good for Reapers. If Vi ult, she gets movement speed, Cassiopeia movement speed, and the CV even gets extra movement speed to get to kite or even do something. And now they, Once Upon a Team, want to trade the Dragon for the Soul Point, the Baron for the Soul Point. But I think they just shred the Dragon and come top. No, they think otherwise. They don't have the necessary damage. Caitlyn's on one item where Cassiopeia is starting to build her 4th item, and there you see that
Yeah. I mean, things are looking really bad. And yeah, Reapers seem to be preparing for that. Maybe we can quickly still see the individual bolt differences. Or no, maybe there is already stuff going on. Neeko forced to use his EQ to flee. Toto now getting seasoned and resisted. He's going to take a lot of damage, even with his invincible going on. And Reapers get their first pick in order to go for that Baron now. As Neeko is also forced to back.
Baron. That's Baron. And they don't even need the Wind. He's just going to push the top lane. Asuka is probably going to get the mid tower if he... Yeah, but there's so much damage from the Cassiopeia and the Sivir. They can't even get the tower, so he's just gonna leave. Erendil has to back off. Wind is denying some creeps, getting a 600 gold for himself. He already has the Death Stance finished, so it's even a bit more delayed tanky, you can say. Still gets the whole damage, it's just delayed for a bit, and then he can probably do one more Q and heal the damage up that he got, so he's even more tanky as it is. And there is he goes now for the Force of Nature, so Ryze can't kill him, and he gets even more movement speed, he can stick on the target. Red buff is up. Cassiopeia is doing the red buff to deny it or even get XP. But no, Trinket is taking it. I see some setup.
Yes, they're looking for something. Yeah, Neeko does not wager anything there, sees someone coming in the corner of his eyes and just immediately nope.
Neeko still needs one camp, and I think he won't get it this game anymore. Once Upon a Team is so far behind.
As this Reapers is sieging the base right now.
And also somebody has to go bot side against the Cassiopeia, and I think you have to drop your mid lane tower here.
Yes, they have to let
get
something
flanked
go.
From the Cassio. And they're gonna turn on the Cassio here.
Looking for the catch here with the Ryze ultimate. They do all fall onto the Cassio. Beautiful petrifying gaze, however, from Lolo. But a lot of damage still falls on him. But Neeko also has to be careful, flashing over the wall. Meanwhile, we have real MJ who chased Asuka into the base and killed him. Now we get the other kills onto Spinto and also on Toto for the Reapers. And now Neeko and Erendil all load. No, Erendil is already down onto the passive, and Neeko all alone made his way to the Dragon Pit. and, well, is sparing there as the Reapers are definitely reaping this game to an end, taking a win against Once Upon a Team.
Yeah, and Lolo and Emilia did a really good game. The Cassiopeia just skyrocketed into the scaling heaven. The damage that, yeah, and you see, it was the same thing with Draven in the first game. He got so many items in the early game, and then he just skate, and bam, hit everybody with the fangs. He got healed, he got shielded. I think I saw 400 heals from Soraka, and then at the 200 here there was no healing reduction on Once Upon a Team, so she could just heal from herself, she could heal from Cassiopeia, and therefore you can't kill her because you have no damage and you don't have healing reduction. So the Cassiopeia was a giga threat here, and you couldn't seal the deal with your triple tank, and your Caitlyn wasn't far ahead. Your Ryze wasn't that far ahead, and then, yeah, the enemy was too far gone with items, and you just got snowballed.
Yes.
Behind your Nexus, and the game is over.
Very well played here. Both teams played really well. Reapers played extremely well. Oh, I botched that word, but GG, well played for that game, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe before we head into a break, we can take a look at the results of this game, the results of the whole day in general. Yes, so yeah, we can see Reapers having taken the win against Once Upon a Team after the two first matches of today. And we can see that last match for today is none other than Dynasty versus Pertinax, which should also be a beautiful game to finish off this evening. Dynasty, of course, still in that top 3 area. Are they going to be able to step up once again, take a win, and stay in that in the good graces of having only one loss alongside Riftsloffs and My Esports? Sorry. Or are they going to take a loss versus Pertinax? We're going to be ever so closer to Reapers Gaming in that scale for the 4th spot. We will see that very soon, ladies and gentlemen, as we're going to head into another 10 to 15 minute break before the last game. And yeah, I'd say we see you very soon.